All right, happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Hidden Monkey Daily Update. Today was a great day. IV rank popped to 58.6703, as you can see here. Hasn't been this high since, of course, the last day of July. So it's pretty neat. It got there a couple last week and then dropped again. So this is working great for vol sellers because you were able to capture this volatility and have it drop. Um, I'm gonna look at putting on more SPY probably tomorrow. Let's take a closer look at what's going on here. So hold on. Let me zoom back out. Let's go from here. Let's zoom in from here to here real quick. Okay, so as you can see on 3 trading days ago, or Thursday, I think, um, it tested this 50% Fibonacci retracement and it came back. Didn't quite hit it today, but it might as well come real close. Well, according to this, it's lower now, 193.26. This 50% is 193.95, so it's lower. So S&P dropped about 1.5% today. Like I said, IV rank pop. That's great over here, and on balance volume is taking another hit down to its low right here. Okay, and slow stochastic is all the way down here. It could go lower. Excuse me, it could go a lot lower. The last time it tested a low of 190.38. That was back on August 7th before it bounced back. So, um, who knows? It could get a lot worse. Um, I'm liking the volatility because I still want to sell them. Especially if you sell puts, as the market's going down, you get more premium for puts. So that's pretty good. Let's look at /ES real quick. Okay, here we go. Okay, sorry, it's being a little slow. Here we go. All right, so as you can see here today, well, IV rank is still loading, but let me zoom in again from right here to here. Here we go. Yeah, so as you can see, IV ranked here popped to 61.87. Hasn't been that high ever in the minis. Well, I guess like I said, it got that high last August, so we pretty much matched that as well. It it closed below. Well, this is the 7th today, and this is tomorrow. Where the future is 10/8. Because look, if you check your clock right here, yeah, 7. So this is after hours. So after hours, it went lower. Um, so we'll see. Um, it's tested this 50% Fibonacci retracement, so we'll see what happens in the morning. Again, OBV cross is lower, slow stochastic is lower. Last time, like we said, it tested down here, which is 1888 on the E-mini future. So we'll see. My closest position I have on the SPY is a 190 put. So this $1900 line, and it expires October 31st. So we'll see what happens if I have to adjust that again. Hopefully not, but we shall see. Um, let's check pricing if you want. SPY here real quick. Then we'll go to our trade page as well. Okay, so we can see here that 9.31 is the expected move, $9.31. Let's go to Doe and check it out. So hold on, go to your calculator, go to $9.31 times it by 0.198%, gives you, we need to collect around, ideally we want to collect at least $1.84 on the SPY. Let's go to the trade page here, go to the SPY, nice high IV rank. Let's see what we can collect. I said we needed to collect at least $1.84. We want to, at least we prefer to. Let's go to on a strangle, that is. Let's double check our settings. Good. $1.54. So not quite there yet. But like I said, with this high IV rank, we can't be picky. This is pretty much like a gift. So let's see what we could collect. Go to Iron Condor. Let's put on our golden gecko here. Strikes 5 apart. And on our golden gecko, if we move it out to the 2 standard deviation line right here, $1.10, that's pretty good, with still 72% probability profit. That's still pretty much almost like a, almost not quite, almost a 10% return on your capital there. So that's pretty good. That's right. Let's see, position, trade, portfolio, trade. All right. So that's definitely something I might do because I do not have a 181 put on anywhere, as you can see. Let's zoom in real quick. Yeah, see, I don't have any of these positions on. Well, I do have a 205 on. So I might bring the call side in a little bit, like maybe to here, 70%, collect more. I like this to remain at least 70% for the entire position for both, if I'm combining both sides. And I like that because 203, I don't really have one that low if the market's going down. I've got room on the upside. So this is something I might be looking at putting on tomorrow. Okay, that's one idea. Let's see. The expected move was, what did we say? $9 and $9.31 either way. Let's see what we can collect on that synthetic strato. So let's go back to this. Hit go again, but then let's bring in the width. See where it says width right here? Let's bring it closer to 193 because it's trading 193.26. So let's keep on going until these will not go in anymore. So okay, I think that's about it because they won't go anymore. Right. Okay, so all right, so look, we can collect 327. We want to collect probably more. So if we bring them out to the 1 standard deviation line, we can collect $6.16 total. You know what I mean? So let's check where our break evens would be. So what you want to do is you want to check where your break evens would be. Here's why. So remember, it can move $9 according to the chart, $9.31 either way. So where is it trading now? $9.31. So we know it's trading at 193.26. So we can go here, 193.26 plus $9.31 on the upside. So we want to be at least close to this 202.57 on the upside, and then 193.26 minus $9.31. So we want to be between 202.57 and 183.95, right? So if we're collecting 616, let's see where our break-even points are. Click right here, it'll tell you. If the price of SPY winds up be greater than 186 and less than 200, we can make this maximum profit of 616. See, so what is that? 186. So not quite, right? Oh, yeah. So it could move to 183.95 below this. So if you want, because we can't collect enough, we could. Let's tweak it. So watch this. Let's increase it by 1 strike wider, like right about there. Okay. Bring these back to roughly around the 1 standard deviation line right here. Okay. And this way, if you look, our break evens are we're risking 477 to make 523. Okay. And our break even is still 186 to 223, 186. So 183. So we would have to spread it out a little bit more. Okay, so let's try spread it out just a tiny bit. Okay, we'll bring it in a little bit. Bring this in. Let's go to this again. We want to be at what? Yeah, we got to move it out a little bit. Or, what we could do is we could collect more money. So let's do this. I'm sorry, let's bring it in twice again. Like that. And then we'll move the wings. Let's move them out a little bit more. A little bit past this 1 standard deviation line. Sorry, let's do this at 12%. Let's try it at 12%. or close to 12-13% in the money out here, right here. Yeah, that's fine. Let's look where that does. We collect more money, 650. Oh, you know what? Anyway, you can get what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to, let's get this further out. We're risking more. Yeah, see, so that's the problem with this straddle here. If you want to do, it's not quite, where we want to be. We're not quite collecting enough to cover the expected move with the straddle. Okay, and let's take a look at our chart again. Remember, if you want to do that straddle and collect more money, let's take a look at where that ADX advanced that ADX chart is real quick. Okay. It's at 24.31, so it's below 25, but I don't like it because it's increasing. So straddle might not be I don't know. I gotta get a name for that thing. I'm seriously gonna call it a hono hono, I think, for a turtle, because turtles are good luck in Hawaii anyway. But this might be a better move for a strangle since IV rank is climbing and this is on its way up, not on its way down. If it was on its way down like this, again, IV rank was higher, right? That's when I would want to do that hono hono or that little synthetic straddle, because then I'd probably be able to collect enough, and that's when it'll stay in this range. All right. Again, what you can do is you can go to notables again here, click on your filter, hide your earnings. Okay, IV rank between 50 and 100, and you can go through the same exercises we did yesterday to find what you can trade. Now, what's interesting is they did a study on those synthetic straddles, and they worked well with earnings. So with earnings seasons coming up, you can click on this E right here, and it'll show you, what earnings are coming up tomorrow, like 10/7. Here's the earnings coming out. Yum Brands is coming out, and it tells you when it's going to happen. Okay, so Yum Brands might be something we could trade, and let's take a look. That's Yum, right? So let's go to the trade page. Let's check out Yum and see what happens. So this is just an exercise. Let's see if we can do a golden gecko on it. All right. So this is IV rank is 76%. Why? Because earnings are coming up. Let's find out what the expected move for Yum Brands is. You can go to your Thinkorswim, go to here, and if you go to the trade page, you can look for. Now earnings is different. It's a way shorter trade. So you're looking to trade the front, like closer to expiration. So here we're like, since earnings is tomorrow, we might be looking at this expiration right here. IV rank, the market, it's $3.86, and IV rank is still high. So let's go $3.86. Check it out. So $3.86 is the expected move. Times that by 0.198. We want to collect at least 76 cents on a strangle, right? Check it out. Well, let's just do this. Oh no, I'm sorry, wrong one. Go to strangle, and we want the October expiration, right? So see, this is the wrong one. So what do? Click it down until we see the October, not the weekly, but there you go. These are the regular ones, 10 days. All right, and we gotta move them to the 84% out of the money here, and 72 cents. How much do we need to collect at least? 76 cents. So we're pretty close. Okay. We're pretty close on this. I could maybe bump this out. 62 cents. There we go. Not quite. We need to collect 76 cents. So let's bring those strikes in a little bit. Right here. Yeah, that'll work. 76 cents. Perfect. Look, 79 cents. We could possibly do a golden gecko now in Yum Brands. Okay. So we know the expected move. Let's see what about that other strategy. Let's do that. Let's see the synthetic strangle or that hono trade. Let's bring the strikes in. Go to the 10th here. 10 days expiration. Bring these suckers in real quick, and okay. Yeah, we could do this maybe. Yeah, this might be something I might want to do. Not quite. Got to collect $3, but get you an idea. All right. Have a great night.